Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Sheehan of Medford Family Chiropractic Center, Medford, Oregon, and I'm here today to demonstrate 4 upper back stretches and mobilization exercises. And if you're a patient of mine, this is the handout that I'm referencing today. You'll probably recognize it. We'll be going over several of these stretches and mobilizers, as well as a couple that I don't yet have a handout for. Okay, so we're going to start out with a foam roll placed transversely across the back. I'm lying on an exercise mat just to make it easier on my back. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to lie across the mat, across my upper back like this, and I'm going to support my head on my hands like this. And this is, as I said earlier, this is a mobilization or a stretch for the upper back. In this case, more of a mobilization than an actual stretch. So I'm going to show you the wrong way to do this first. And we're going to start out like this. We're going to come up into this position where I'm lifting my pelvis. I'm doing a bridge. And I'm going to put my head in my hands like this. And the incorrect way to do this is to let your head come back and stick your chin out like this, because then it becomes a stretch of the front of the neck and it's not really doing anything for the upper back. What you want to do is you want to tuck your chin like this and then concentrate. You want the foam roll to be right over the between the shoulder blades. Okay, at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to arch the back, keeping the chin tucked until you're feeling your upper back arching over the foam roll. And you're just going to allow it to hang there at the point where you feel a decent stretch for about a minute. And as your muscles gradually relax and you're able to conform more to the shape of the foam roll, allow your back to extend over it. Just like that. So again, the difference is if you're doing it incorrectly, you're going to allow your chin to jut forward and you're going to hang your head over backwards, and it's not meant to be about stretching the neck. So keep the chin tucked, allow the head and the neck to come back, but focus on the actual motion being in your upper thoracic spine, your upper back, and arching it over the foam roll. So this is an easy one, just allowing yourself to extend your upper back towards the floor, similar to the cow part of the cat-cow stretch, and hold it for a minute, and gradually allow your chest to stretch and to sink towards the floor. Okay, so this next one is an upper back and low back, to some extent, rotational mobilization and stretch. So we're going to start out down on one forearm on the mat, and then you can start out by resting your head on your forearm. Take the other hand, place it behind your head, and then you're just going to lift your head and rotate, bring your shoulder towards the ceiling, rotate your head until you feel a decent stretch between the shoulder blades, and your shoulder blade muscles are really going to be working. So try and hold it there for 5 seconds, and then rest for a couple seconds, and then repeat. Try and work up to doing 10 of those at 5 seconds apiece. And I'll show you what it looks like from the other side. Now the other modification of this is if you keep it down here with your head low, you'll notice it mostly in the upper back. If you bring your chest up towards the ceiling, going from here up to here by pushing away on the shoulder and the arm, the downside arm, then watch the difference. I start out here, I come up, and as I rotate, now my whole thoracic and lumbar spine, the upper and lower back, are rotating. So you're going to notice it a lot more in the mid and low back than you did when you were low. It's more for the upper back. So you can do both of those. 5 seconds each, work up to doing 10 repetitions on each side. Okay, for this next one, we're going to start out with one hand slightly forward of the other, and the other arm is going to drop down and go between the arm and the leg, and we're going to go reach across like this, and you're going to drop your shoulder down towards the mat as you reach across. So this is a rotational stretch, obviously, to mobilize the upper and the low back, and just slowly lower your shoulder and your chest towards the floor as you relax, and try and work up to holding it for about a minute on each side. This is a great mobilizer for both the upper and the low back.